Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of We were away last week at the Calgary Card Show, which is why we weren't able to produce a video during our regular once per week schedule. However, it was a very nice event, well organized by Darren at Maple Leaf Sports Cards down there. Met lots of cool people, got told by a few attendees that their kids or they themselves are super fans of our box breaking show, so that's always very, very much appreciated. And today we're back and we're going to be opening up a box of 1999-2000 Topps Premier Plus hockey cards. Now I saw some of those OPC Platinum breaks and heard stories about people opening cases, and let's just say that product is an unmitigated disaster with the exception of very, very few boxes within it. Plus, I'm a fan of products pre-2004-2005 lockout, and yeah, I found this at a reasonable price, and there's potential for some pretty cool things. There's, of course, Blue Ice Parallel cards, which I can't remember what they're serial numbered out of, something like 250, so nothing crazy. However, there's chance at game used memorabilia cards, and autograph cards, including single and dual autographs. Most notable one being a Jaromir Jagr Mario Lemieux. That's pretty exciting. Before we get started, though, our viewer engagement question for today is, which company do you miss who made hockey cards once? For me, I'll be honest, every single one had their own particular charm. I liked Topps, I liked Panini. They started to get into the groove late in the game for themselves. ITG was a personal favorite of mine. Pacific, definitely catching on nowadays. They're definitely getting appreciated more. So I'm interested to hear which company you miss the most and why. And also, before we get started with the break itself, don't forget to like the video, share it if you feel like it, and subscribe to our channel. The more of you engage with it, the more these YouTube algorithms recommend our channel to more and more viewers, which means there's more subscribers, more viewers. Enough of me talking. Without further ado, my friends, let's get ready for box breaking. Okay, Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement is stoked and ready to see what we got in this box over here. Now, how many packs? 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. All right, this is exciting. Hopefully. Okay, so of course there's a jumbo card at the very top, a little box topper of Chris Drury. It's also a checklist as well. Cool, and there's a Topps paper where you can leave comments for them. Yeah, wonder if anyone actually does nowadays, 21 years later. Okay, clear up the packs and we'll put Irbe in the box. Okay, Irbe is in his throne of judgment. Let's get started. See what kinds of things we pull in here today. So the base cards. These are what the base cards look like. Kind of bland, very light colored. I wasn't never a fan of the base cards in this product. However, the texture is very, very interesting. It has this sort of dimpled design that's definitely quite unique. Anyways, Valerie Bure, Ladislav Noy, Rod of the Bod Brindamore. We have an insert, the next ones of David Legwand. They're also very shiny cards, so they refract the light back. Olaf Kolzig, Lucky Luke Robitaille, Rico Fata, and Martin Brodeur. On to our next. We have Mika Alatalo, Mark Parrish, Brad Lukowicz. We have Calling the Calders, Ed the Eagle Belfour. Very nice. Oleg Saprikin, Ray Bork, David Legwand, and Ron Tugnut. The name which always makes the immature ones of us in the crowd laugh, no matter how old we are. Joe Sakic, Ed Belfour, Paul Comrie rookie. We have Premier rookies of JP Dumont. What a special design. Wow. Definitely, if anything says this was from the 90s, here's your proof right here. Goodness. Okay. Kim Janssen, Marcus Naslund, Maxim Finneganov, and Jason Allison. A lot of base cards to work through. Okay. Brad Stewart, Dan Highnote. Hey! It's the guy, Archie Irbe. Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement. What do you think? Oh yeah, Irbe will approve of himself. Doesn't matter if it's a base card or a big hit of him. Alright. Hans Janssen, yeah. Martin Biron, Chris Chelios, Brian Rafalski, and Sergei Fedorov. So far we've got a couple of inserts. Nothing else yet. Alright. Vinny Le Cavalier, Patrick Waugh, Matt Sundin, Jaromir Jagr, Kenny Janssen, Brian Boucher, Brendan Shanahan, and Nicholas Lidstrom. Marian Hossa, Patrick Stefan, Wade Redden, and feature presentation insert of Jaromir Jagr. Inserts look pretty nice though, gotta give that to the product. Scott Niedermeyer, Tyson Nash, Enforcer, Mike Richter, and Steve Correa rookie. That's right, Paul Correa's brother, in fact, played in the NHL briefly. Of course, I forget as well, there's lots of younger and younger people getting into the hobby. Paul Correa was a very good goal scorer. I highly recommend looking up some highlights of him from back in the day. His career was cut short by a lot of concussion problems, unfortunately. Magnus Arvidsson, Ron Francis, John Graham rookie, Adam Deadmarsh, Pavel Bure, John Leclerc, Scott Gomez, and Jochen Hecht. That's right, you gotta love the German names where you get to go. Alright. Peter Schaefer, JP Dumont, Jason Blake, and we have a Premier Plus rookie parallel numbered out of 250 of Alan Letang. Opened a box of this in the past, and guess which player I pulled then as well? Alan Letang. He seems to follow me in this, and that's not a good thing. Owen Nolan, Theoren Fleury, Joe Thornton, and Rob Blake. Very few of these players are still active today, Joe Thornton being one of them. Okay, Brian Leach, Jan Chlavic, Milan Hajduk, and we have a Premier Team insert of Eric Lindros, Olaf Kolzig, Doug Waite, Mark Messier, and Al McInnes, Paul Correa, Brett Hull, Guy Hebert, or as some people pronounce it, Guy Hebert, but I always recount this story anytime I say it, where he is an American goalie. His name is Guy Hebert. However, when he started playing hockey, announcers started calling him Guy Hebert, and it just sort of stuck since. So both are acceptable. Brad Chartrand, Alexei Zhitnik, David Legwand, Yuri Butsayev, and Tony Amante. Hopefully we get something cool in this box, because that would be cool. Jürgen Janssen, Jeff Friesen, Kyle Calder. The next ones, a young Joe Thornton versus today, who is a young, or an old Joe Thornton. Peter Buzek, Peter Bondra, Mikhail Rozhivol, and Peter Nedved. Peter Forsberg, Per Svartvadet, Mike Modano, Alan Letang, The Dominator, Dominic Hasek, Eric Lindros, Mark Eaton, and Mike Ribeiro. Ziggy Palffy, Mike Fisher, John Madden, Football, Yuri Lettinen, Mark Rogers, that's one I've never heard of before. Anson Carter, David Tanabe, and Andrew Ferentz. Joe Nieuwendyk, Pierre Turgeon, Darian Hatcher, and we have calling the Calders of Pavel Bure, the Russian Rocket. Robert Velisevich, yes, Travis Brigley, Scott Stevens, and Sandis Ozelinch. Tim Connolly, Alex Tanguay, Damian Rhodes. We have Premier Rookies of Steve Correa, Miroslav Shatan, Keith Kachuk, Simone Gagne, and Nick Antropov rookie. Peter Sikora, Yuri Fisher, Martin Skula, feature presentation insert of Joe Sakic with a nice little bottom foil imperfection. Chris Drury, Saku Koivu, Pavel Patera, and Adam Graves. On to our final stack. Francis Bouillon, Mark Recchi, Michael Pekka, Byron Defoe, Jeremy Roenick, Jeff Halpern, Sergei Samsonov, and Pavel Dimitra. Daniel Alfredson, Glenn Metropolit, Timu Solani, Oleg Saprikin, Chris Osgood for the Hall of Fame, Olaf Kolzig, Rico Fata, and Michael York. I think it's a great injustice that Osgood and Andy Moog are not in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Absolute injustice. Bobby Holik, Brian Campbell, Sami Helenius, Kim Janssen, David Legwand, Mikhail Rojeval, Steve Eiserman, and Martin Brodeur. Coming on to the final stretch here. Still hoping for something extra. Alright, Valerie Bure, Richard Lintner, yes. Roberto Luongo, that's right, with the Islanders. We have Code Red, Steve Eiserman. Code Red indeed. Hans Janssen, Sergei Berzin, Chris Pronger, and Ron Tugnut. Okay. Mika Alatalo, Cujo, Mark Parrish, and we have Premier Team of Jaromir Jagr. Martin Biron, Luc Robitaille, Ivan Novoseltsev, Nicholas Lidstrom, Ed Belfour, Brad Lukowicz, Rod Brindamore, Jaromir Jagr, Kenny Janssen, Ray Bork, Maxim Ifenaganov, and Jason Allison. Brad Stewart, Ladislav Nudge, Dan Highnote, Tyson Nash, Mike Richter, Brendan Shanahan, Scott Gomez, and Sergei Fedorov. Down to our final pack. Patrick Waugh, Paul Comrie, hey, Arturs Irbe again. Of course he approves. Adam Deadmarsh, Pavel Bure, Marcus Naslund, Steve Correa, and Rob Blake. So the only hit, if we can call it that, other than regular inserts that we got, was an Alan Letang card numbered out of 250. See? I didn't have to spend $150 on OPC Platinum to get one super high numbered insert card of a nobody player. I got to do it with Premier Plus at less than half that cost. So, alright. Irbe, what's your final verdict on this particular box of 99-2000 Topps Premier Plus Hockey? No, this particular box was a dud. Got no memorabilia, got no autographs, and the serial numbered card was most certainly of one of the lowest tier players of all of them on the checklist there. Well, I did have fun cracking the box, hoping for something really cool. Didn't get delivered this time around, but I still had fun. I'm glad you all tuned in to watch this episode of Box Breaks with Bruce. Till next time, my friends, have yourselves an excellent day. Bye-bye.